Welcome to English Loop Daily, your daily loop of clear English. Find a quiet place, press play, and just listen. You do not need to catch every word. You do not need to stop and translate. Follow the voice, follow the idea, and let your English move with it. Today, a quiet question. Why do small moments stay with us for years? Not the big days, not always the birthday, the wedding, the first day at work, or the important trip. Sometimes the memory that stays is much smaller than that. A cup of tea on a cold morning, a short walk after rain, a song playing in a car, a friend saying one simple sentence at the right time. Nothing huge happened, nothing changed the whole story of your life. And still, years later, that little moment comes back. You may be doing something normal, washing a cup, opening a window, waiting in a line. Then suddenly a memory appears, not as a full story, more like a feeling. For a second, you were back there, back in that room, back on that street, back with that person. And you wonder, why do I remember this? Maybe the answer is simple. Our minds do not only keep events, they keep feelings. A big day can be busy. There are people, plans, noise, photos, and many things to do. You move from one part to the next. You smile. You answer messages. You try to enjoy it, but your mind is working hard. Small moments are different. They often happen when life is quiet enough for us to feel them. You sit alone at the kitchen table while the house is still sleeping. You hear someone laugh in another room. You walk home at sunset, and for no clear reason, the air feels kind. No one says, "Remember this is important," but maybe that is why it stays. It enters softly. It does not ask for attention. It simply becomes part of you. Think about one small memory from your own life. Maybe you do not remember the date. Maybe you do not remember what happened before it or after it. But you remember the light in the room. You remember the sound of someone's voice. You remember the smell of coffee or rain or old books. You remember how you felt. That is often the part that stays the longest. The feeling. Memory is not a perfect video inside the mind. It does not save everything in order. It chooses. It connects. It keeps some details and lets others disappear. And the details it keeps are not always the biggest ones. They are the details that touch something inside us. This is why a small moment can last longer than a big event. A big event may be important on the outside, but a small moment may be important on the inside. There is a difference. Maybe you once had a long, difficult week. Nothing special happened, you were tired, you were quiet, you did what you had to do. Then one evening someone brought you food without asking many questions. They did not give a big speech. They did not try to fix your whole life. They just placed the food near you and said, "Eat something." A very small moment, but years later you may still remember it. Why? Because in that second you felt seen. Someone noticed you. Someone understood that you were not okay, even if you did not say much. And the mind often holds on to moments like that. Moments when we felt seen, safe, understood, less alone. Small moments can carry a lot of meaning. From the outside, they may look ordinary, but from the inside, they can mean everything. A message that says, "I got home safely." A chair saved for you in a crowded place. A quiet drive with someone who does not need to fill every silence. A hand on your shoulder before you enter a difficult room. These moments do not always become stories we tell other people. Sometimes they are too small to explain. If you say them out loud, they may sound simple. Someone smiled at me. We walked for a few minutes. My mother was making tea. My friend waited for me. And another person might say, that's it? Yes, that is it. But the memory is not only in what happened, it is in what it meant. Some memories are private in this way. They belong to a part of us that does not need a long explanation. They take us back to old feelings. And when those feelings return, we do not only remember the moment, we also remember who we were at that time. A younger you, a quieter you, a more hopeful you, a more tired you, a version of you who did not know what would happen next. This can feel sweet, it can also feel a little sad, because memory is not only about the past, it also reminds us that time has moved. A song from years ago is not only a song, it can bring back a room, a face, a street, or a season of life. A smell is not only a smell, it can bring back a house that no longer feels the same. A place is not only a place, it can carry a whole part of your life inside it. And sometimes, the smallest thing brings back the biggest feeling. This does not mean we should live in the past. That can become heavy. If we keep looking back too much, we may miss the life in front of us. But there is nothing wrong with letting a memory visit. A memory can come, stay for a moment, and leave. You do not have to push it away. You also do not have to live inside it. You can simply notice it. Oh, I remember this. That was a good time. That was a hard time. I was different then. And then you return to today, maybe with a softer heart, maybe with a little more understanding of yourself. There is something beautiful about the fact that small moments stay. It means life is not made only of big success, big plans, and big changes. It is also made of quiet seconds. A look, a sentence, a sound, a meal, a walk, a normal afternoon that did not feel important until later. We often wait for life to become special. We think special means large, loud, or easy to see. But sometimes life is special while it is happening quietly. You only understand it later. At the time, you are just sitting there, just drinking coffee, just hearing music from another room, just walking beside someone, just looking out of a window. Then years pass. And somehow that small moment is still with you. Maybe it stayed because it was peaceful. Maybe it stayed because you needed it. Maybe it stayed because it was the last ordinary moment before something changed. Or maybe it stayed for no clear reason at all. Memory does not always explain itself. It simply brings the moment back. And when it does, we get a small chance to listen, to ask, what did this mean to me? Not every memory needs an answer. Some memories only need a little space. They remind you that your life is full of details you did not notice at the time. You have been helped in quiet ways. You have been loved in simple ways. You have grown through ordinary days. And maybe today, without knowing it, you are making another small memory. Maybe this evening will seem normal. Maybe nothing important will happen. Maybe you will send a message, drink something warm, walk past a familiar street, or hear a song you do not think much about. But years from now, this simple moment may return. Not because it was perfect, but because it was yours. So maybe the question is not only why do small moments stay with us for years? Maybe the question is also, which small moment is staying with me right now? When you think about your life, do not only look for the big days, look for the quiet ones too. The small moments may not make noise, but sometimes they are the ones that stay.